Dude, this movie sucked. It was terrible. I don't know what happened. I think I know exactly what happened. Is that this is the third DC animated movie in the 5th month of the year, and they were clearly trying to get it out before Wonder Woman so they could have more buzz, and Wonder Woman's on people's mind. Oh, by the way, I wonder how many of you clicked on this thinking it was the live-action DCU Wonder Woman. It's not. The animation is abysmal. The drop in quality between this and Teen Titans The Judas Contract is insane. I am telling you, the Disney Hercules from the 90s looks better. Their faces are so undetailed. Their eyes are too big and they're not always symmetrical. And their hair is just one giant massive blob with no detail at all. It's horrible. I don't know who thought this was acceptable in 2017. Wait a minute. What? Oh. Okay. I get it. Alright, so that softens the blow for sure, but still, even for 2009, this is not great. Some man shows up on a crashed plane, and the guy who lands there is played by Nathan Fillion, and his character is the most amateur, childishly written male stereotype I have ever seen. All he does is go, woohoo, I'm on an island full of women, haha, boobs. And then he wonders why Gal Gadot doesn't like him. Damn it, I just called her Gal Gadot. Diana Warner, whatever. There's this battle at the beginning of the movie. Alright, and if any DC movie should have been rated R, it was this one, because they're having, like, sword and shield, sandals combat, and it's completely bloodless decapitations, completely bloodless people getting impaled and stabbed. The animation is so shit. There's like 3 of the Amazon women running like this with their arms raised, and they have the same faces. The dialogue is so shitty and poorly written. It's like, okay, you could have gone for this kind of cool Shakespearean thing, like, thou dost knoweth thy willeth of God, type deal. But it's really just shitty broken English. It's like, you are not an Amazon boy, and the acting is so bad! And of course, because it's a Wonder Woman movie, feminism. Okay, so the fact that you have like 90% woman characters and a woman female lead and a female superhero wasn't feminist enough. You have to constantly kick every man in the balls that shows up and constantly go, oh, I hate men, you men are despicable. So the conflict of the movie is so simple and not thought out at all. They could have had this cool thing because, the Amazonians and their island, they're like, we want to be separate, we want to be away from the world. So there's this conflict between Diana, Wonder Woman, and Hippolyta, her mom, the queen, and they're like, oh, we gotta go, we gotta help the world. And what it should have been is Diana going like, Hippolyta, these people need our help. They're fighting our enemies. This is our fault. We can't just leave them to die. This is our world too. This is our home. We share it. And Hippolyta will be like, no, Diana, you don't know humans like I do. You're different. They'll outcast you. They will never accept you for who you are. I know. Trust me. There's a reason we separated from the world. And you could have had this like actual mature disagreement with that, but instead it's just, I don't like men. I hate men. I'm a feminist. All men are evil. Men. It's like, okay, there are women in that world too, right? And I would be totally okay with that. It's a difference of cultures and lifestyles and mortal versus immortal rather than just men and women, in which case women on their own versus mankind, which also includes women. This movie is so in-your-face feminist that the women actually find a way to have children without men. And it's by doing this up blood pagan ritual. It's disgusting. It's an abomination. And they're like, oh, that child was created in the Unholy Union. And I'm like, what, sex? You call that the Unholy Union? You're the one making babies out of clay and bleeding on them. I mean, she was raped, so that sucks. But I mean, it's still the natural way babies are, you know what I mean. So I guess that could have been Hippolyta's motivation, is like, the only man I ever know took advantage of me and abused me. So I could see how she would have a problem with men. But that was Ares. That was the god of war. He's got more in common with you than he does the average human male. And she still respects Zeus, so she clearly doesn't have a problem with men in general. So what the hell is her deal? And of course the movie tries to counterbalance that with Nathan Fillion going, oh, men aren't that bad. Let me take you back to a world. I'll show you what we're all about. And the first thing he tries to do is take her to a bar, try to get her drunk, and try to have sex with her. It's awful. It's pathetic how immature this script writing is. There is this actual good line at the end of the movie where one of the other Amazonians is talking to Hippolyta, and she's like, we are warriors, yes, but we are women too. And it's like you're giving up. It's like, wouldn't you rather be a little less safe and actually fully experience life? But the reason she leaves is just, I'm bored. I don't want to do this anymore. I want something new. I can only have lesbian sex with the other women on this island so many times. And the villain is this generic-ass power-hunger Greek god we've seen a million times before. The movie's shit. It sucks. Worst DC movie I have ever seen, and it's a 3 out of 10. There. Ugh, yeah, let it out. Get some DC hate up in here. Ugh, I know why you do it. It feels good.